This video right here, this is for all the BSV haters and for all the BSV fans, all the BSV holders. This is gonna give us all something to look forward to in the next few months, to the next few years, to whatever, man. Like this is big. Like this is a big important video also. So I'm gonna get straight to it. I'm not trying to take too much time, but this is motivation. I'm gonna paint this picture for y'all. All right, let's get it. Let's go. Strategic interpretation. What this means for BSV. BTC is the domino. BSV is the foundation. BTC cannot scale. It relies on artificial scarcity and external scaling, lightning, custodians, etc. It's fragile by design, making it vulnerable to manipulation, like the 80K BTC movement event. The entire crypto economy is emotionally and structurally pegged to BTC. Stablecoins, altcoins, even investor sentiment. So a sharp BTC collapse infects the rest of the market. Meanwhile, BSV is insulated. It is scalable to enterprise and national levels. It's cheap to use. It's the original protocol restored by design. And it's also home to Satoshi era coins still untouched, a statement of integrity. The October 5th event could be BSV's narrative inflection point. BTC's symbolic button, market trust, is about to be not pressed. A massive BTC dump creates market distrust, network congestion, also volatility across DeFi and stablecoins. People will ask, where is the real Bitcoin? Who is in control? BSV with dormant Satoshi coins and functioning protocol becomes a safe harbor for builders, investors, and governments looking for a real blockchain solution. Now, this is where it gets good. Price prediction. What could this mean for BSV? Short term, for the next 30 to 40 days, the price could go from $120 to $250. As the October 5th deadline approaches, fear builds in BTC and broader crypto markets. BSV begins to gain attention as a hedge, as the real Bitcoin, as the chain where Satoshi's coins are untouched and stable. Speculative volume increases, possibly driven by short money rotating early, narrative traders latching on, media picking up on the original Bitcoin story. Not necessarily mass adoption yet. This is the first wave of curiosity capital. Now, for midterm, the next 6 to 12 months, we're looking at $450 to $1,200 per coin, depending on how severe BTC collapse is. If the BTC collapse is sharp and lasting, BSV becomes the Bitcoin of last resort. Protocol stability, no known exploits, legal clarity via Craig Wright and IP debates, and government scalability. Builders, miners, and businesses quietly begin moving over. A new price floor forms based on utility, narrative, and capital flight from BTC. If the collapse is messy but slow, BSC sees waves of rally, which price discovery forming around major psychological and technical levels, examples $500, $800. Speculation takes profits, but institutions and devs quietly accumulate. Speculators take profits, but institutions and devs quietly accumulate. Wow. BTC is the first domino, but the whole crypto market is the structure. Here's the hard truth. 99.9% of crypto projects are scams or useless vaporware. Most of these coins, do not scale, have no real-world utility, exist only for speculation, hype, and insider enrichment, and are pegged emotionally and financially to BTC's price. So when BTC collapses, it pulls down the entire crypto market like a neutron star, like a neutron star collapsing. DeFi systems break, NFTs vanish in value, stable coins lose peg, altcoins implode, billions are wiped from investor accounts and retail institutional alike. This is the unmasking of the lie. It's the moment the casino lights flicker and never come back home. What this means for BSV: the only blockchain still pressing the button. In this context, Bitcoin SV is the only chain that retains the original Bitcoin protocol, scales massively, millions of transactions a day, low fees, has real-world utility for data, smart contracts, micropayments. It also has untouched Satoshi era wallets, still dormant, never exploited, was designed to survive this exact kind of systematic breakdown. As the rest of the crypto market burns, BSV doesn't just survive, it ascends. Why? Because it doesn't rely on hype, because it works, because it was built for global adoption, not insider enrichment, because it has real architecture, not rented marketing. BSV price prediction considering total crypto collapse. For the next 30 to 40 days, the start of the collapse, the price range could be from $120 to $250. The narrative flips. What is the real Bitcoin? Smart capital rotates out of BTC into BSV. Speculators latch onto only blockchain that works narrative. Flight to equality begins, quietly but aggressively. 6 to 12 months, post-collapse and the realignment. Now, the price range could be from $450 to $1,200, potentially higher depending on how BTC's downfall severity. Enterprises, governments, and fintechs migrate to BSV. BSV emerges as the real Bitcoin, not in name, but in function. Regulatory clarity rewards functionality, utility chains, not hype. Market discovers price via usefulness, not speculation. Now, what happens to the rest of crypto? BTC, massive sell-off, loss of faith, systematic panic. This is what happens at post-collapse. ETH and DeFi, collateral damage, liquidity crisis, existential stress test. Altcoins, 99% of them go to zero, revealed as hollow. NFTs collapse in value, no lasting foundation. Stablecoins, deepening risk, regulation incoming. BSV, narrative shift, value reevaluation, capital inflow. Now, the big picture, pressing the button versus letting it detonate. The actor's message is claim the wallets by October 5th. Interpretation, or I will detonate the market. 20 years lost anniversary, symbolic fulfillment of neglect equals destruction. BTC reflects in protocol. BTC neglects its protocol, so I'll expose it. The rest of the crypto depends on BTC, so I'll collapse them too. The BSV, the arc after the flood. While BTC, ETH, and thousands of tokens drown in exploits, depegs, and liquidity collapse, BSV is the only chain still running with zero downtime. It doesn't rely on hype or promise. It relies on code, economics, and scalability. The actor's destruction may be the moment the world rediscovers what Bitcoin was always supposed to be, and it lives on BSV. The final summary of this: 80,000 BTC were moved with a warning, claim or loss. by October 5th, 2025. That date is the 20-year anniversary of the Lost Episodes. Orientation. BTC button hasn't been pressed in years. Abandoned protocol, fake scaling, fragile trust. Crypto at large is a hollow house of mirrors, 99% of which offer no utility and will collapse when BTC crashes. BSV is the only protocol with integrity, scalability, and dormant Satoshi coins still untouched. As the system collapses, BSV may rise from ashes as the only viable blockchain, like the Phoenix. Boy, price predictions for October 2025, pre-collapse surge from $120 to $250 per coin, early to mid post-collapse repricing to $450 to $1,200 per coin, and it could be higher when and we're not even talking years from now. Those numbers are going to be ridiculous. When the fake falls, the real becomes visible, man. When the fake falls, the real becomes visible. That's why I be telling y'all got to be legendary, man. BSV. Get you some. It's only a few days till October 5th. I warned y'all, this is it. I ain't got no more. I ain't got too much. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Like, subscribe, comment, Satoshi Vision.